Who am I becoming? This is a question we don't often ask ourselves because we're not conscious of the process like that. All we care is the end, the full bloom, the finished product, the thing that makes this grueling process worth it. The beginning seed, too insignificant to mention. The end, too great to fathom. But the process of becoming, that's something I guard so closely because it's raw, dirty, and vulnerable, and I can't have you see that. It's just me, without any filters, caught up in these waters, a reflection of everything I cannot become. I can't keep up with everything that I see online. It all screams to me that I'm not worthy, destined, or capable like everybody else. There are no seeds of greatness in me, but yet I have to figure out how to present myself with perfection because my desire for perfection burdens me. And no matter how heavy it gets, I can't let you see me because I won't have your labels on me. So I hide myself. Every mirror tells me that I'm broken. Every scale tells me that I'm a little too much or a little too less. Every opportunity waiting for me to figure out that there's somebody better at this than I could ever be. Sometimes it feels like there is just no light in this dark room. I can only see what I'm not. Does anybody else feel like me? Everybody else's lives, they look so put together. Perfect house, perfect kids, perfect career, and she's Grace herself. Am I the only one who feels like this is crushing me, to break me, and not to make me? I have no room to breathe, no time to catch a breath. It's always do this and do that and flip this upside down and start over, and I'm just done. This isn't what we spoke about, God. It wasn't supposed to be this empty, this lonely, this painful. And what's left of me? A tired and angry woman who no longer wants to be strong nor resilient, who doesn't recognize who she is and can't even fix what's broken. You know, I believed you when you said you would turn my mourning into dancing, that fulfilled promises would be my reality and it would all work out. But it hasn't. And I can't bear the thought of you asking me to wait a little longer. Patience is a virtue and I have none left, not even an ounce to drag myself across the page. What good is the final bloom if there's nothing standing on the ground? In that moment, when my honesty was all I could offer, my heart put everything out. My mind was empty. And then a thought occurred to me. What if it wasn't my perfection that was being asked? What if He wanted my brokenness all along? What if I was never meant to offer up my resilience, but my surrender? Forget my offering. It isn't perfect. My cracks make me who I am. And with the cracks, I let the light in, because that's where the gold is. just like a potter who molds and breaks over and over again to form her masterpiece. I may have died 1,000 times on the inside, but I was reborn 1,000 times more. In the dark, I grew. Like an image being developed in a dark room, the vision of my becoming only became more clearer. Everything set to push me past my breaking point, I pushed past. It was never about getting from point A to point B. It was about letting myself go through a fire that could not burn me, but birthed something in me. So I had to keep trying, keep failing, keep crashing for me to figure out that I would bloom like a lotus flower despite the murkiest of circumstances. The deeper the surrender, the rarer the bloom. Once I understood that the ache of the journey of becoming was a part of my destiny, I faced my pain. Not with my strength, because that was already long gone, but it was supernatural strength that was a result of my surrender. God reminded me that these waters were only meant to lift me higher, to carry me, to push me out of the chrysalis fully. The light was finally breaking in, and I had a deep sense of knowing that I was becoming everything that I was meant to be. All the things that disqualified me were the same things God saw as worthy of the destiny He had placed over me. All the time lost, He would redeem in ways beyond my understanding. All the pieces of me that had to die, in the process, He picked them up, molded them together with gold, and called it priceless. The reflections from the mirror failed to show me everything I already was. Loved, chosen, worthy. The scale that felt impossible to measure up to wasn't even accurate to begin with. Because nobody gets to decide the measure of who I am. Only Jesus does. It turns out that I never had to look around me. All I had to do was look within me to see that there were so many seeds of greatness sown in me that it would only be a matter of time before the fruit of the journey would be tangible to see. Waiting for my spring felt like forever, but my time is now. Out of the chrysalis with my wings, no longer bound, but free to become everything I'm meant to be. This is the story of my becoming.